Well, my name is Marta dinata, absen 4. I would like to tell you about a glance about Indonesia and Bali. The political situation in Indonesia. The latest polls indicate that Gibran has secured more than 80% of the vote in the Surakarta mayoral election in the central Java. The chart political quick count, which has finished counting 100% of the samples from polling stations, and shows that Gibran and his running mate Teguh Prakoso are leading with 87% of the vote, and while the rival pair Bagio Wahyono and Suparjo F.X is trailing with just 12%. And the corruption cases in Indonesia. Social Affairs Ministry Juliari Batubara arrived at the Corruption Eradication Commission's headquarters in the capital Jakarta. Hours after the Commission's chairman Firly Bahuri called on him to surrender in a news conference just before midnight on Saturday. The Anti-Corruption Commission, known by its acronym KPK, said Batubara is accused of receiving at least 17 billion rupiah, or it is about $1.6 million, from two supplier complaints who disturbed COVID-19 aid through his two subordinates, who were also named as suspects. Why there are so many motorcycles on the street? Motorcycle is obviously cheaper than car, 50 million versus 15 million versus 180 million. Motorcycle is necessary if you live in a urban region. The public transport sucks and expensive. Car itself is expensive, and you will be trapped in the traffic jam too anyway, unlike the slim motorcycle. And the third, it is very easy to buy a motorcycle. You only need to give some identity and pay the payment and voila. And the fourth, the petrol is cheap as the government subsidizes it is heavily. It's so cheap that it is considered as the cheapest petrol among Asian countries. Why Balinese people are dominantly Hindu? Unlike any other island in largely Muslim Indonesia, Bali's pocket of Hindu religion and culture. Hinduism came to Indonesia from India in the 1st century or AD. It was gradually replaced by Buddhism, and which was the main religion of Java and Sumatra, until it in return was displaced by the coming of island from the 4th century AD. However, due to the isolationism nature of Balinese and the system of the state religion on the pre-colonial Dutch, Bali became the only part of Indonesia to remain predominantly Hindu even today. And how culture and modern lives live side by side in Bali. In Bali, we believe in traditional philosophy named Trihita Karana, or the literal translation is roughly the three causes of well-being, or three reasons for prosperity. The three cases referred to in the principle are: the first is harmony with God, and the second harmony among people, and the third harmony with nature or environment. So that's how culture and modern life live side by side in Bali. How Balinese people keep their tradition and culture. In Bali, we have Banjar, and which is Banjar means neighborhood. The smallest from the local of government in Bali is Banjar. It is basically a local community group who acts as a village government system and village council. It is independent from the police and takes care about the culture and religious values of the village community. Why only in Bali? Tourism is so famous. What is about in other part of Indonesia? It is because long time ago, before Indonesia had their independence, the Dutch colonial already promoted Bali to the world as the last paradise. So Western country interest and want to know more about Bali, and then the Bali become famous in Europe, even in the world. Yeah, that's all from me, and thank you very much for your kind attention. I would like to apologize if any mistake. And I'm Marta, and see you and thank you.